Smalls and
Pigs.
episode. This week we are doing our movie series, which we would be doing for the rest of the year. Rest of the year will be movie.
Yeah.
Movies. We're gonna be watching a lot of movies. Yeah.
Sorry about my mic. I didn't
Sorry
mean to do
about
that.
our mics. Sorry about our mics. Sorry if the camera's a little bit tilted in the video. We gotta figure that out next time. We're just gonna continue from here because I've fixed the camera 5 times. I want you guys to meet someone very special to me.
She's asleep on my...
Look at this. This is my pups. Her name is Lotus.
The sweet Lotus. She's a very cute
Wanna
puppy.
talk to the people?
She trying to eat it?
Good speech. Yeah. Good speech there. Sit down. And then the news from last week we didn't share is my cancer grew back, guys. Which is not a very fun news to find out for most people, but it's I grew back, and I gotta go do like chemo and surgery and all of that stuff.
Well, maybe. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. I gotta meet with the surgeon in October to find out more, but I met with a radiologist and an oncologist,
Yeah.
and they basically were like, we can't do anything until you go meet with the surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, this is like a meet and greet, but we can't do anything till you meet with the surgeon and do that stuff. But yeah, we found out more, and it looks like it is back. I didn't want to share anything because we could have went, and they could have been like, nope, it's just scar tissue. But they did not do that. So that's why for the rest of the year we'll just do movies, see how things go, see all this stuff. And it's just easier for me instead of like I could focus on healing and coming back to full me before we go back to the cryptid or the harder music.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of research. You guys don't see like the half of it, but I spend like a whole day or two of just like finding out stuff, and me and Chance even both have to like, for the cryptid one, I got research my cryptid, he has to do his.
Yep.
The
Some
story
writing.
ones it's just off the top of the head.
Yeah.
But I don't know, in this season of the stuff that I'm going through, I just don't have the capacity to do those series. I'm used movie series I love because I love watching movies. Let's be and Chance hang out.
Yeah.
Get some time together through all of this and just watch a funny movie. Like today's movie is
The Leprechaun.
The Love of God.
Which is hilarious.
Which is funny. I just want to update you all because I know that we've been gone for a month. And through that month, I found out the news of all this. And then I didn't have all the information until yesterday, which was Tuesday. So by the time you see this, it would have been a week past or something like that.
Yeah.
Since I went to the doctors originally. But yeah. So it's fine. But just so you guys know, going forward, we'll just be doing movies next week. Do we want to share next week? So keep it a secret.
Yeah, let's share next week's.
We're doing Spirited Away. That's
Spirited Away.
Chance's pick. He really wanted to watch it.
Have you watched that yet?
No, I have not.
Okay.
So it's a surprise to both of us.
We both haven't watched that.
So we're going to actually have to write notes.
Yeah, and I've never
Yeah.
Or I've always wanted to watch this movie, and I don't know why I haven't, but
I wanted to watch it for a while, like 3 years ago, and then I totally forgot to, like, actually watch it. Did your mic turn off?
my mic turned off. I don't know if it...
It's picking you up. Watch.
Okay.
I won't
It
speak.
is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure.
Lotus, what are you doing? What are you doing?
She's chilling.
She's been funny. But today we're talking about Leprechaun, which, if you guys don't know, has Jennifer Aniston in it.
Which
it's
I did not know.
Her first movie.
It's her very first movie?
I'm pretty sure it's her very first.
Really? That's
Because I don't think she had a role before.
Hey, she did a good job. Lotus, what are you... Dog.
Yeah. Hey! Hey! Lotus! What are you doing? My dog's been crazy, guys. You want to look it up and make sure I'm not lying about this? Jennifer Aniston hit Big Old Force movie.
What was Jennifer Aniston's very first movie?
I'm pretty sure it was, guys. I'm pretty sure.
Mac and Me in 1988.
I forgot she was in that.
Yeah.
Then it's probably like her second movie or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was like before Friends, guys. So she looks pretty young.
So Leprechaun is
young.
from 1993 and is classified as a horror movie.
Yeah.
I would probably call it a comedy movie, but
It's more like a comedy. It's like, from what I mostly see, people say it's like a horror/comedy. I love it because I love leprechauns. Pretty cool. And Warwick Davis, he killed it in Leprechaun.
yeah, that's true. He's a good villain.
I'm going to go off of your opinion real quick because I'm a super fan of the movie. How about you? Just watching it.
It's definitely bad. But it's like the fun bad.
Exactly.
Like the funny bad.
That's why it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time because it doesn't take itself too serious. I've noticed when you watch it, it's just literally the leprechauns cracking jokes through half of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very less serious horror movie than some of these ones, like Michael Myers and all of them, where they like everybody's serious throughout the whole movie. It's more like lighthearted.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But-
fun. It's funny.
It's a fun movie.
It's definitely entertaining. That's for sure.
Definitely. Okay, spoiler alert, if you have not watched it, go watch it before we speak about the movie entirely.
Yeah.
So we're going to pause for like 5 seconds. Okay, hopefully there's people left that have not watched it. If you haven't watched it and you're still here, well, we'll about spoil it for you. I still recommend watching it. We don't do enough justice. Okay, so it starts off with O'Malley. What was his full name?
I have no idea.
Something O'Malley. Maybe we should look up the cast. Something O'Malley and his wife. O'Grady.
Yes.
It's not O'Malley.
It's not O'Malley.
I'm thinking of
O'Grady.
Sean O'Malley.
Sean
That's
O'Malley.
right.
Sugar Sean.
Sugar Sean. McGrady. And what
O'Grady.
happened? O'Grady. I'm getting his name wrong again.
Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady. So he like pulls up in a limo, so you're like, dang, this man wealthy. But no, really what happened is he walks up and he meets his wife, like he sees her again, and we find out through like conversation he was like he went to Ireland for his mom's funeral.
Yep.
And then the cab driver comes up and he's like, where do you want these? Because he has like 2 bags. And he's like, inside. And then the guy like walks inside.
Yep.
And then his wife's like, oh, we don't have that money. We don't have the money.
We don't have limo money.
And then he's like,
you
we're
want
going to
to
be
go
looking for mansions tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's insane. And then out of nowhere, this man opens up a suitcase. You see like a vase that you would assume ashes are in. This man grabs it and just destroys it. And his wife looks at him like,
I definitely thought it
those
was
are
his
your mom's ashes. Like, and then he's like, no, honey, it's gold. And like pulls out a bag of gold and like shows her. And as a viewer, I was like, this man is crazy. Like, you got a whole butt vase. Like, it's a pretty big vase. You would think his mom's ashes were in it. And he has that vase, and he just smashes it. And in my mind, I was like, imagine if he was wrong, and he stole the gold somewhere else, and he just destroyed his mom's just splattered his mom's ashes everywhere. He's like, oh, dang, I left it back in Ireland.
Yeah, totally.
And then what happens is, I don't know where he goes. It doesn't really show us where he goes. He just dips out of nowhere. We just cut to it like his wife preparing tea. And we don't see the man.
He was going to bury the gold.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was hiding the gold.
Okay, he went to go hide the gold. We don't know where yet.
Yeah.
But he goes and hides the gold, and his wife's like, okay, I'm going to go prepare tea. She decides to, like, start boiling water, all this stuff. And then she hears a little girl out of nowhere. It's like, help me, please. I can't breathe.
Out of a suitcase.
Stuff like that. And she's like, it's a a really small suitcase, too. I don't even think an actual child could fit in it.
No.
That's how small it was. And she's like, there must be a child in this. Let's open it.
Yeah.
So she cracks it open, flips it open. We see, like, 2 red eyes. So you're like, what the heck is that? Out of nowhere, a leprechaun pops out. And he's like, where's me gold? And she's like,
I'm going to shine your shoes.
I'm going to shine your shoes. And then she's just screaming, and then he just slowly walks towards her. And this lady's so dumb. This dude, no offense to Woke Davis, but he's small. He's small. I'm small. But, like, he's small and out of nowhere. She lets him back. She lets him back her off the stairs. And she falls down the stairs and, like, dies. She doesn't even, like, fall and, like, hold herself. No, she dies. She somehow laid it wrong and died.
Oh, man, the ragdoll effects that they...
Yeah. Like,
whatever they did, it was so funny because she just whacked her head on the stairs, like...
Yeah.
And she did, like, a scorpion down the stairs. It was great.
And then she was just dead. Like, the way she fell down the stairs, you're like, oh, you should be okay.
No, the way she fell down the stairs, there's no way she would be okay. She got knocked.
And then O'Malley, the guy, comes in. And he's
O'Grady.
Like, O'Grady. I think I'm going to rename them.
The O'Malleys. This is Sean O'Malley's backstory.
Yeah. O'Grady walks in and he's like, I hid the gold. And he hears his wife's voice. I don't know. He's like, where did you hide the gold, honey? And then, like, slowly he hears, like, boots. And he's like, in his mind, he's like, in the back of his mind, he's like, I don't remember my wife wearing boots in the house right now.
Boots with the fur?
And then walks around the corner and there's just Walk Davis, a.k.a. the Leprechaun, just sitting there with the tea. Where did you hide? He's still with his wife's voice. Where did you hide the money,
gold.
the gold, honey? And he's like, where's my wife? And he's like, oh, she took a tumble down the stairs.
Yeah.
And he didn't say she died. He just said she took a stumble down the stairs. And this man runs. He runs into his room, grabs a Glock and a full-leaf clover.
Yep.
He comes to the dude, shows him the full-leaf clover. He's like, get back, death, demon, like that. And then shoots him with the gun. Yep. It's the funniest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just show the full-leaf clover to him, like, look what I have. And then he goes... He went downstairs, right? He went down the basement. He goes down the basement steps. He's like, boop, 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 boop. Walks down the stairs, and... Because the leprechaun went down the stairs. He's like, still has the gun, still has the four-leaf clover, goes down the stairs, and he is looking, and he looks, and he sees his wife's dead body. Leprechaun was like giving her, like, for some reason, a rub. Like
a little back rub.
Giving her a back rub. And he uses the voice again. He's like, oh, honey, it's a nice little leprechaun. Like,
just give
why there's, like, blood, like, coming out of her face, guys. As I said, we don't do enough justice as it is. Go watch it. It's on Peacock right now.
You guys would love it. It's hilarious.
You would love it. You guys would love it. But, and then, what happens? And then he shoots the leprechaun again.
Yeah, he shoots it again and then puts the
boom!
leprechaun in a crate.
And you think the leprechaun's fine because he's still speaking. He's like, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. And then we just see him. What basically looks like he has a lifeless body.
Yeah.
And puts him in the crate. You're like, you ain't fine.
It looks like he has an American Girl doll.
Yeah. Much. You're like, you ain't fine at all, bro. That's like that. That's like that one person that like gets knocked out and then gets back up. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's basically that. It puts him in the thing, puts the crate, like the top of the crate on, hammers it down, puts a leprechaun on, goes upstairs, and he tries to light a match and has like a stroke. He's like, ah!
Literally has a stroke.
He literally makes those sounds. I'm not joking.
Yep.
You're like, are you sure you're horny? Like,
or you just got IBS. We don't know.
Yeah, you have an upset stomach, and he's like, ugh.
I did that last week, so I was like.
So, and then we pick up on this dad in the school driving. They're driving.
Big city girl.
Big city girl,
And
a.k.a.
country dad.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yep.
No, I don't know any other character's name besides Jennifer Aniston and
I know the
Walt
kid's
Davis.
name. Oh, no, never
I
mind.
meant the actual,
the actor's name?
Yeah, I only know two of them. That's the villain and Jennifer Aniston.
Yep, and the main character.
She is the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's like 4.
Yeah.
So we drive there and we park. She gets out. She's like, "This is a disgusting house. Why you buying this, Dad?"
Totally.
And
she's disgusted. She's from L.A.
She's kind of not wrong. It's like beaten down.
It's
Looks like
gross.
it needs repair. She's
And that's
not.
what they were doing.
But at the same time, I get the dad's like, "Oh, I could remodel this house." But if you know your daughter was like that, why bring her to the house?
Right.
Yeah. Maybe have her like
Teach her a
come
lesson.
visit her.
Oh,
But he really doesn't. He lets her get away with so much stuff in this
Yeah.
movie.
totally.
But
I think he's in the whole movie for like 10 minutes, maybe.
yep.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. And then
He doesn't die either.
No, he doesn't die. So what? So they walk in the house, and for some reason, the first place they go
The basement.
is the basement, and there's like 42 million spider webs, and there's a tarantula,
Yeah.
not a tiny spider,
Like-
a little tarantula,
Yeah.
just walking around.
Totally.
And she's like, "That's a big spider," and in my mind, I'm like, "No, duh, it's a tarantula. How is that spawning in your house?
And they're
Where
in
do you
North
live?"
Dakota. I'm like, I don't know if tarantulas are
If
in
you're from North,
Dakota.
if you're from North Dakota, comment down below. Do tarantulas are just common there,
Yeah. Do
or
they live
are
in
they
your
not?
basement? Do you have a tarantula in your basement?
Because if they're not common there, then this movie just made fun of your state, and I think you should go after them. Not really, not really. But I think I'll be scared to go to North Dakota if they comment down below. They have tarantulas just chilling around places.
I've been to South Dakota. I ain't seen no.
Well, that's why
tarantulas.
that's why they're different. North Dakota,
North
South
Dakota
Dakota.
and South Dakota. One has tarantulas, one doesn't.
One doesn't. Exactly. That's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, and she sees a tarantula. She's like, "Oh my gosh, she's a tarantula!" And her dad's like, "That's not that big of a spider." And then they walk out. Basically, he's like,
Pretty
"We're
much
fine."
the whole thing is, yeah, there's a giant spider. I'm getting a hotel, and then it's not that big, and then they just walk away.
And you
and then-
definitely know it's a '90s movie because the main character.
It's dressed like she's in the 90s.
No, I meant the guy main character. Just say he's not respectful of women in this movie.
True.
It's kind of rude.
It's true.
The first time I watched this, the only people I was focusing on was the Leprechaun and Jennifer Aniston. So we watching it, I was like, this man needs to be punched in the face a couple times.
Yeah.
To be honest.
They're in the kitchen like trying to clean up, and he hands her a broom. He goes,
Yeah.
"You should know how to use this."
You should know how to use this, and me and Chance were like,
Wow.
we're rooting for the Leprechaun at that point. We're like, kill him.
Kill that guy.
Kill him. Yeah, and then they go upstairs and they go outside. No, she goes outside. She's like, "I need to go call a hotel. I'm not staying here because of the big spider." So she goes outside, which I would do the same. If I saw a tarantula,
I'm getting out of the house.
I'm not staying in the house. Those are huge.
I'm burning the house.
Those are huge. If it's a little spider, I'd kill it. But tarantula, I'm not staying in the house.
Nope.
I'm not staying in the house.
Not happening.
So at this point, I'm on her side. So she walks out of the house, she calls a hotel, and then she's like, "Oh, can I stay there?" Blah blah blah. And then she bumps into the main dude character, the guy we don't like. We're gonna name him. What's a name we hate?
Oh.
We shouldn't have his real name in this. Steven.
I like Stevens.
Oh.
I have a lot of nice Stevens.
I don't know. Butthead.
Beavis.
Beavis.
And Butthead.
Let's name him. Kyle.
Tony.
Tony's.
Oh. Wait. There's a name that I don't like.
What is it?
Oh, what's the name?
Let's just name him Kyle.
No, I
You
got
like
Kyle's
it,
I
Kyle?
like. Yep.
I don't know any Kyles, so sorry Kyles out there. I just heard memes out there of Kyles.
What?
I don't know.
like.
What's the name?
Dingle
Justin.
Bottom. Justin?
Yeah. Because I don't like Justin Bieber.
There's a couple Justins that I like, but there's a lot of Justins that I don't like. So
Okay, the Justin he likes, we're sorry. The Justins he doesn't like, well,
yep.
yep.
The
So,
Justin that I like listens to this. He knows who he is.
yeah, we like you. Okay, we don't like the other Justins that are buttheads. But this Justin bumps into Jennifer Aniston,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna call her Jennifer
paint?
because keep calling her by her full name is getting weird.
With paint thinner.
Yeah, bumps into her.
Then it's her fault, apparently.
Spills all of the paint, thinner, all the ground. And he's like, you made me spill my paint. Yeah, I'm going to do that voice for him. You made me spill my paint, thinner. She's like, here's money. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
He's 20. Oh, and he's like, that's not enough. And she's like, he's 40. And Spain had the audacity to be like, no, I want a sorry. You bumped in a hole. If anything, you should have been
true.
watching where you go.
Yeah, we don't like this guy.
Her dad hired you guys to paint the house, and then you're the one. I hate this dude.
Yep.
And then, what sexist? What awful thing did he say?
I don't remember the first one.
He was something about spiders.
What is it with you?
He's like, women hate bugs. Spider women hate
spiders.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's not true. I know many women in my life that like bugs.
Yeah, Elena.
Yeah.
loves bugs.
Exactly.
And
So,
snakes and
Elena, if you're watching this, you should go
Slytherins
find the guy and beat him up.
yeah.
There you go.
She probably would.
She probably
Totally.
would.
She'd be so mad.
That's why I would not watch Leprechaun with her.
She'd be so mad.
He's not. The reason why I like Leprechaun is not because of him. It's because of Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Mark Davis kills it.
Yep.
And he likes women, okay? He even you'll find out soon.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some compromising scenes that might contradict that.
He also likes men.
He might like men. I don't know.
But he's not. He's not rude to women.
No.
That's the difference.
Oh yeah, he tries to kill women, but it's fine.
And then, yeah, bumps in a hole. That whole thing happens. And then we meet the next two main characters. The little boy was the little boy's name.
And Howie.
Alex and
Howie.
I think
Ollie.
it was Alex. Ollie.
Alex and Ollie.
Alex and Ollie. Ollie. I don't know. What should we say about him? He's a smart man.
Yep.
In our eyes, he's smart. If you watch it and you say otherwise, how rude.
Yeah.
And then Alex is the rudest kid I've ever met. My little brother, he can also be rude, but I think Alex can take that spot. Like, that's how rude he is.
No. Over Lincoln?
I've never seen Lincoln call someone that before.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for me. But
Maybe.
that one makes sense.
But, yeah, so they're like, I don't know what they did. They did something. Let's fast forward a little bit. We're not trying to give away the whole movie. Okay?
Yeah.
So the first time you see him, Ollie went downstairs. And he's like messing around because he's got paint spill on him.
Yeah, and so he was washing his face, and then he goes in the basement. He
He hears a little girl again. Like, help me,
Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. Starts singing Twinkle, twinkle, little
Twinkle,
star.
twinkle, little stars. Ollie save me, sort of thing. So he goes downstairs and he's like brushing off the thing and he knocks off the 4-leaf clover.
Because the leprechauns
Are weak.
They're weak to 4-leaf clovers.
Exactly. So it falls on the ground. He's like, boom. And for some reason, it makes like this iron sound, like iron hit the ground.
Yeah.
It's like, boom.
It's like ding, 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 like a hammer.
And then out of nowhere, he like walks away for a second. And then the leprechaun just, and then he doesn't walk away. He's like right in front of it.
He's right there. Yeah.
He's right in front of it, but he takes his hands off for a second because the little girl stops screaming or whatever. Not screaming, but like talking to him. And he just the leprechaun just breaks the box. He's like, "Whoa!" And Ollie falls to the ground, and he's like, "I'll Mike Tyson your ear."
Yeah.
If you don't give me my gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shine your shoes, and then I'm gonna eat your ear and make shoes out of them.
Exactly.
what he says.
And then Ollie did like the most non-whole movie thing. He dipped.
Yeah.
He didn't even try to fight him.
Yeah.
He dipped. He was like, "Nah." That's why we call him smart. Everybody else that says anything, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're
He's
wrong.
the
He's
smartest movie character I've seen. He dips. He just gets out of there. Just dips. He's like, "No!" He runs up the stairs.
I think there's only 2 deaths in the whole movie.
I think there is. And then the leprechaun's like, "Pew! Shut the door!" And the door, like, slams for a second. But Ollie's like, looks at him. He basically looks at him and just opens the door. And the leprechaun's like, "I guess I don't have my powers."
Yep.
"Oh, I need my gold." And then walks.
And their gold,
Looks
their
like-
gold is what gives them the power.
Yeah, apparently. But imagine just the leprechaun being like, "I guess I don't got my powers."
That's pretty much how he said it.
Basically, yeah. He's like, "I guess I don't got my powers. I need my gold." So,
Yeah, and then
that's neat.
And then a whole chain of events happen where he starts caressing her leg, the Jennifer's leg, under
Yeah.
a car, and
She
then
starts, like,
she
petting
thinks
her.
it's some dude
And she likes it for a second. I don't know why she likes this dude,
under a car.
but whoever wrote this script, you should have made her smack the dude a couple times.
Yeah.
The main dude. Just smack him around. But instead, for some reason, she's like, she likes it. She thinks it's him. Mm-hmm. And then he says something nasty. And then she gets scratched and falls on the ground. She's like, "I thought it was you." And he's like, "You let me." Like, literally like that. He's like, "You let me."
You let me.
We're like,
Oh, jeez. She needs to get out of there. She's got better things
I
to worry about than
think,
leprechauns.
I think the leprechaun's least of our worries, bro. Call the cops. Get a restraining order on this man.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. And I'm not joking. That's basically how he said it. Watch the movie and you'll see it. I don't think the leprechaun's the biggest villain in this movie. One of them got away with it. The other one, you'll find out later.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then nothing else really happened. So Dad, like, for some reason, there's like this huge hole in a tree, like big enough for your arm to go in, and he sticks his arm in because he hears a cat, and he gets his hand bitten, and that's
then
the last
that's
time
the
we
last
see
time
him.
you see him. He goes to they take him to the hospital,
And then
they we forgot to the Ollie and Alex found the gold.
oh yeah, I totally
They
forgot.
found it in some truck.
We can't tell them everything. We just say
Oh.
found the gold. We
They
don't want
found
to
the
spoil
gold.
the whole movie.
Yeah.
We still want them to watch it.
Yeah.
They found the gold. Yeah.
And then they go get it inspected and
Yeah, they take a piece of gold and they go to get inspected. But what they did do when they found the gold is Ollie ate a piece.
yep, Ollie
Swallowed.
did eat a piece.
I did have to tell you that, guys, because it might carry weight later in the movie. But
Maybe just a little bit.
so he gives the piece of gold. They give the piece of gold to the guy. Blah 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 blah. Then they leave because the guy's like, "I need to keep this for overnight inspection, even though I'm gonna throw it in my safe and go home.
Go home for the day.
But I need to keep it in my safe because it's safe."
Don't
Get it?
Don't do that. Don't just come back tomorrow in the morning.
Oh, we forgot the best scenes. The Leprechaun has so many vehicles in this movie.
Yes.
It's the funniest
It's the
thing.
greatest
The
thing
first
ever.
vehicle you seen is a
nice
tricycle. Just and they're fast for some reason. Like
He's
these are
really
super
fast.
slow in real life, but he makes them like super fast.
Like,
And so when you get to like the pawn shop, you just see him pull up by the trash outside, and you're like, oh, what's gonna happen there? So
Yeah.
they leave, and then he's like looking at the gold. He pulls out this old book. For some reason, he has a book for gold coins.
probably because he's a coin trader.
That's true. No, but he's a pawn shop.
No, it was coin.
Oh, I thought it was a
Coin
pawn
store.
shop. It's a coin store, and he pulls out this old book full of gold coins. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Is it this one? Is it this one? And then he just closes the book. Doesn't even find the actual one.
Yeah.
Just closes the book.
Nothing happens with the book. It
And
doesn't
then
tell
he's
us
like,
anything.
All right, time to put it in a safe. Time to go home. So he starts unlocking the safe, doing the safe stuff.
Yeah, and then the leprechaun finds him and kills
And then
him.
he hears like
takes his gold.
rattling and stuff upstairs.
Yeah.
But we're not going to tell you everything that happens in the thing. But we'll just let you know he died.
Yeah.
He gets killed. The leprechaun does some stuff and he
Yep.
dies. We're going to tell you how he dies because you have to find out.
This is pretty funny.
But it's pretty funny. It's
Yeah.
really hilarious.
And then he finds a little car in the. That's the second
Yeah.
vehicle. He finds a little
Second
tiny car.
He finds a little car out of nowhere.
And
He
then-
shines it too.
Yeah.
Which we have to go back. After he kills the dude, he's like shines the shoe. And the shoe still is super dirty.
Bunch
But
of
he's
blood
like,
all over it.
they're done. And then walks off. And then like shines the car a little bit. Oh, the camera died again, guys. Sorry. But yeah, he just gets his car, shines it, and then we see him like jetting down the freeway.
Driving.
He's like, meow.
He's moving.
Like he's going 50 miles per hour, basically.
And then he gets pulled over.
He gets pulled over. Yeah,
And
we're
then-
not tell you what the main character's up to. We're just gonna tell you Leprechaun. You gotta find out by watching it.
And then the
Gets pulled over.
cop
and-
comes up to him thinking he's a little kid.
He's
even
like,
though
"What,
he does
you-
not look like a little kid.
You can't be driving out here. Even though the man looks like he's the
Aren't you a little young
Oldest
to
thing.
be driving?
take off your mask and get out of the car.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like,
No.
face! And like,
I'm a leprechaun.
yeah, he's like, I'm a leprechaun. He's like, funny. Get out of the car and take off the mask. And then he's like, face! He's literally, for some reason the cop's like bends down.
Yeah.
Basically at his level.
Pretty
and the
much.
leprechaun's like, face! Literally just face digs his claw into his
Yep.
face. Oh. And then the cop's like, runs off. Doesn't even jump in his car.
Nope.
But just runs off.
And then runs in, and then they have a chase scene in the woods.
And then he dies. We're not going to tell you everything. But, and speed along, they encounter the leprechaun, finally. They heard noises outside. So the guy we don't like went outside.
And he got
And he tripped right
onto
into a bear trap.
trap. It was great.
And he's crying. He's like, ah! The leprechaun comes out and makes fun of him. The funniest thing,
Yeah.
he comes out and he's like, you fell in a bear trap, stupid. Basically.
Pretty much.
And then they come outside and he's like, oh, shoot. And he starts like eating his leg.
Yeah.
And like they're like hitting him and he just keeps eating. And finally the kid Alex goes inside, gets a shotgun, and hands it to him.
Then they shoot him.
Yeah, they shoot him. But I need to go back to a scene, because this would prove how rude this kid is. They get, like, the gold, and the first thing the kid says is, we need to go to the doctors to get your brain fixed. To Ollie. Literally.
rude.
He's like, we need to go to the doctors to get your brain fixed. And he's like, bro, I'm fine. And he's like, no, people talk behind your back. And they say, you're pretty stupid. He's like,
Pretty much.
people talk behind my back. He's like, yeah. And I'm saying it to your face. You're pretty
sometimes.
stupid. We need to go get you checked out. Get your brain fixed at the doctor's. Me and Chance are like, dang, this kid's just so rude.
That's terrible.
So rude. They're supposed to be friends, too. They're not brothers. They're friends. Like, you treat your friends like that? No. But jump back. They finally get a shotgun. And they shoot the leprechaun. And he goes flying. This man goes flying. He launches off the ground. He's like, "Ee," into bushes. And this guy has a magical shotgun. Didn't reload. Shot like 20 shots
Yep.
into the bush
Somebody
without
needs to do the
reloading.
shot count.
Reloading.
Yep.
And me and Chance are like, what?
Pretty sure it only holds like 2 bullets. at a time.
Two shots. And this man unloading. And
Or slugs, I guess. Sorry.
it goes
don't come after
back,
me.
back through, blah, 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 blah. Finally, Ollie, I'm going to skip through and just go to the part where Ollie talks about the O'Malley guy,
O'Grady.
O'Grady. O'Grady talks about O'Grady. He's like, he's an old person home. Go find him. And so they do. Jennifer Aniston goes, dips, drives there. There's some other stuff that happens to distract the leprechaun, but I'm trying to make sure you guys go watch it. So she dips, and she goes there, and she sees him sitting in a wheelchair. Sitting in a wheelchair, and she's like, "Oh, how do we stop it?" And he's like, "Oh, I know how to stop the leprechaun, but I ain't gonna tell you." And she obviously did not look where the legs are supposed to be, because if you did, there's no legs there. And he's like, "Because I'm the leprechaun." He rips off his wig, because for some reason he put a wig on.
Yep.
A wig and like a dress or something like that. I don't know what else he had. But he ripped off 2 things and threw them off. And then his third vehicle of the movie is the wheelchair.
And
She
he
starts
is moving.
Yeah, she starts running
He
down.
goes down the road
And he just starts chasing her with the wheelchair.
Yep. It's great.
But then she finds O'Connell, whatever his name is.
O'Grady.
O'Grady. It's okay, we don't have to. He's gone, guys. After this. But he's like, "You gotta get a freshly picked 4-leaf clover and touch him with it, and you could kill him."
Yep.
Like,
Touch him with it.
you did not touch him early on the movie. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because he
Like,
just
why
held
didn't
it.
you do that?
He just held it like this and shot the man. He's like, "You didn't even respect your own rules."
Yeah.
But she's like, she drives back. She starts picking, and we see like the camera low to the ground, like slowly sneaking up on her. And then out of nowhere, this man just teleports right in front of us and grabs her hand. And he's like, "Little girl shouldn't be picking 4-leaf clovers." And then let's go. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I did that voice right there. I felt like my leprechaun voices keep changing.
It's getting better.
I think I actually want to be for Halloween. Now I'm thinking about it.
That'd be a good cosplay.
Well, I was gonna be, bro, Elena. Oh, we should all go as Leprechaun.
I don't know if I'm gonna be here for.
If you are, we should go as Leprechaun.
I might be in Montana going hunting.
Yeah. But yeah. And then he runs off. She runs off. She goes in the police car. She finds a police car just parked there. Jumps in the front seat with the driver's side. Just jumps in. She's like, "Okay, he's dead." Like, and then she grabs like the cop's like baton and sticks it directly through the leprechaun, because the leprechaun's like, dear, he's dead," and then just sticks it through his eye.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Pulls it out.
She did that though. She did that somehow. I don't know.
Pulls it out, and he's like, and then like grabs the cop, rips off his eye, and puts it in his own.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm about to jump in, and the dude with the magical shotgun comes up and shoots him again.
Shoots another
round.
12th round.
Without loading.
Without reloading.
Shoots him. And the leprechaun goes flying, so they run back to the clover patch. And then they pick and they're picking. And then
they
Ollie,
finally found one.
my boy, is like, "You just gotta believe." And she's like, "Okay." Picks up grass. She's like, "I believe." And then there you go. It's
there it
right
is.
there. Like, don't doubt my boy.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
He knows.
He knows.
And that's why he's the goat.
That's why he's the goat.
The goat.
I think he's like my second favorite character. Maybe third, because I like Jennifer Aniston's character a lot. But my first is definitely Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Because Leprechaun and then Ollie and Jennifer Aniston's character tied at 2.
Yeah.
And she didn't do bad in it at all. She makes the most sense. Like, she's kind of the smartest one there besides Ollie.
Yeah.
The dude's kind of stupid. The main dude that's rude to women. And then Alex is supposed to be smart, but he's also pretty stupid.
Yeah. He's fine.
So, he's not a bad character, but he's like, "Oh, the engine converter needs fixed." Like, because for some reason he knows cars now.
Distribution cap.
Yeah. He's like, "He needs fixed." I'm like, how at 10 years old do you know that?
Yeah.
What is your story? I want to know.
Right.
Have they been forcing you to deal with cars since you were born?
It's child slavery.
Because we have other things to add to his brother. Yeah. The main guy we don't like is his brother. Now we have even more stuff to put him in jail for.
Yep.
Lock this man up. But she finds it, and Alex tries to set up a trap for the leprechaun, and it doesn't go well.
He gets caught.
He gets caught, and he's like, "I'm gonna eat you," or whatever.
Yeah.
Tries to I'm not gonna say what the trap is, but he tries to make him go up, set his own trap off. But and then Ollie, the goat, comes in and he's like, "I got your last coin." All right, we forgot. They gave the coins over.
They gave the coins back, but
we forgot
the
that
one
a while ago. But
there's one that was missing.
One missing.
And Ollie had it. If you
can
connect
in
the
his
dots
stomach.
there.
I totally forgot. We forgot to say about the coins.
Yeah.
But he has all the coins but one, and Ollie's like, "I got the last coin in my stomach." I don't know why I give him a bad thing.
He tries
right
like ripping him
I got
apart,
the
but
last
he's
coin in
going
my
for his
stomach.
face.
And he chases him down. He stumbles and falls, and the main dude is like slowly stumbling over. And Jennifer Aniston hands the 4-leaf clover to Alex, and he, like the leprechaun, like reaches down, picks off one of his buckles off his shoes.
It's like
And
whacking
like,
Ollie.
starts like not even at his stomach,
Not
just
at his
like
stomach, at
slashing
his
his
face.
Just
like,
slashing.
dog,
And
what
we're
are you
like,
doing?
he told you it was in his stomach, bro.
Yeah, and
This
he
is
goes,
overkill.
Then it's your tummy I want.
Yeah,
yeah.
and then just attacks his face.
Yeah.
And then
Poor Pony.
Alex has a slingshot, which we forgot to tell you about. But he puts gum, connects the gum and the 4-leaf clover together and shoots it directly in his mouth. And he's like,
And then he explodes.
and then he explodes and he's melting. He's just
Yeah.
falls in, and then like a skeletal version of him comes back up, and he's like, "I'm not dead yet. Give me my coins." And then the character we don't like pushes him in, puts a bunch of gasoline in the well because he fell in the well, and blows it up.
Yeah. That's what
And
happens.
That's the last of him. And then everything goes off, and Jennifer Aniston's like, "Oh my gosh, I love you." And I was like, no, fight this man.
Yeah.
Press charges on this dude. Press charges.
Yep.
Press charges on him right
Yeah.
now.
So, that's the movie.
Yeah, and then at the ending, you just have to watch it. I'm not even gonna say. I was gonna say, but you just gotta watch it. There's much more that happens in the movie. We didn't go all of it.
There's also
The main plot.
like 3 more of these.
No, there's a
just
lot more than that. There's like
Oh,
10.
There's like 10 more of these
There's
movies.
like 9 more, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even one like made by WWE.
Oh yeah, because he's from WWE.
No,
Work Davis?
no,
Oh, I thought he
No.
was in WWE.
no. WWE made like their own like spin-off, but they're not really leprechauns. They're like goblins, more like. But they called it Leprechaun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
there's a lot of these movies.
It's weird. I really like all the movies, especially Leprechaun in the Hood. Those movies are funny. The Leprechaun does weed.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious. And anybody out there, yes, I think a leprechaun doing weed is funny, bro. Who
mean-
does it?
Yeah. Right? Exactly.
Imagine you watching that. Like,
That'd be hilarious.
it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But now we're gonna go into a little segment before we close of how would we survive this.
I would have first given him his gold,
No,
and then I probably would have been fine.
you know what I would have done. You know what I would have done.
Huh.
Not move in that house.
Yeah. I wouldn't have bought that house. That's for sure.
Yeah.
If I did buy the house, though, and I got into that situation.
All he tells them, like, really early in the movie, he's like, "I saw a leprechaun," and they didn't believe him. If I just met the dude and he's like, "I saw a leprechaun," I would believe him, and I would not come back. I would jump in the car and drive away and
Yep.
never come back. They would never see me.
Pretty much.
They have to deal with it.
Yep.
Sorry, Dad, but I gotta
Going
go.
to a hotel. Sorry.
I told you from the beginning, I'm
Sorry.
going to a hotel. I'm going to a hotel. Okay.
Sorry.
Now we're doing 0 out of 10 leprechauns. What do we rate it? We're gonna rate it each movie, and each movie will have a different like Leprechaun. Next movie will probably be something from the movie.
My enjoyment of it was like an 8.
Oh, you want to split up like the?
Well, it's because it's very different.
Okay.
But the actual movie was probably like a 3.
I'm gonna give 10 out for both of them. Okay. I think for the time it came out, it was really good. From 1993, for like
I don't know.
a light-hearted horror movie at the
Yeah,
time.
maybe.
Because there wasn't really like any nudity, like a lot of horror movies during that decade had a lot of nudity and stuff like that. So I think for a movie where you could watch it with like kids and stuff like that and like have a family affair of it, I think a 10. For like a whole movie, it wasn't rated R, so I would not rate it.
It was rated R.
It was rated R?
So I'm surprised.
Wow, and they didn't have nudity.
What do you want? Hi.
That's actually a big up. I give it a 10 for that because they didn't feel like, especially in the 1990s, that's like their big go-tos. Like, we had to have nudity to make it good. Like, no one would come and watch it if it didn't.
A ton of gore. And,
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was actually a really good movie for that. Like, the story was solid throughout the whole thing. You kind of knew what was happening. It wasn't like some of these movies out here where you're like, how did we end up where we're at right now?
Yeah.
You kind of knew what was happening throughout the whole thing. The costume design, all that stuff, amazing. Warwick Davis's makeup, all that for a whole movie character, like a killer, whatever you want to call them.
Pretty good.
The Leprechaun, amazing.
Pretty good.
So, I give it a 10 out of 10 for just being less about what it at the time was like normal, which is like a lot of gold, a lot of women, a lot of kills. And this didn't have a lot of kills.
So
It was just
3
like
people that died
solid.
in it?
Yeah,
The cop, the coin dude, and then...
the O'Malley, yeah. Oh, and his wife, so 4.
Oh, yeah, 4. There's 4.
Which isn't like
It's not a lot.
not a lot.
One of them was an accident, too. Like
Exactly.
One
He
of them,
didn't
she
even
just
kill him.
fell down.
He didn't even kill him. She killed herself.
Yeah.
Sadly, accidents happen.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd give it a 10 Leprechauns out of 10 for quality of the movie. Yeah, it'd probably be like a 3. But I give it a 10 for sticking to its guns and not feeling like it had to do like nudity or anything like that to make it better.
Yeah.
Which I can't say about the rest of them, because one of them does dive into like the 90s sort of stuff. But for
Yeah.
the first one, to not do that, just stick to your guns
Yep.
and have a solid story, 10 out of 10. Warwick Davis as Leprechaun, 10 out of 10. But besides that, I got nothing else. You got anything?
No, I think we'll just close it out here. Have a great week. We'll keep you updated on the whole situation.
Yeah.
And come back next week for Spirited Away.
Exactly. And
We're
then
excited for that one.
hopefully, I'm in talks right now of bringing Matt back to do one movie with us.
Yes, sir.
A scary movie. Chance doesn't like scary movies.
I'm not a huge scary movie fan. I do like heartfelt, fun movies.
That's why we started with Leprechaun for
But
us.
Leprechaun was not scary at all. Not even a little bit.
So come back next week. Watch Spirited Away with us.
Yes.
The week after that might be the Matt week or my week. I don't know yet.
We'll see.
We'll see. Have fun. This is none other than Smalls in.
Bigs.
See
Peace
y'all
out.
next week. Let's go.